who's awake at night and he turns his mind to things which are not, which are idle thoughts instead of engaging in something of a more serious nature. And the question that has to be asked upon this mission over here is, why is he awake at night? Why isn't he asleep? And the Talmud discusses different opinions about the purpose of the night. Two sages, one says the night was made for sleep, and the other one says, no, it was given specifically as a time to study because you're busy during the day, you won't have time to be able to study at all. So what's the night for? Of course, it's there to spend the time studying. Now, obviously, there's a lot to be said for each view because no one would question the need for sleep because it rejuvenates the body and it rejuvenates the soul. And the average person sleeps for about 8 hours at night in order to be able to function properly in the daytime. I find personally that I'm very comfortable with about 10 or 11. But the sages describe sleep as 1/60th of death. And to say that the soul actually goes back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that the body goes into a state of animated sort of lower function, the consciousness, you move your arms and legs, it's not something of which you have your control. The brain no longer controls the body in the same way, but the neshama is in a higher place. It's connected back with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it's being refreshed, and that's why in the morning, the blessing that we say is that we thank the Almighty for returning to us the soul, because we could very easily have kept it up there with him. And it's a 60th of death in the sense that the soul is able to actually sense much higher things, just as in death, one needs and moves on to a foretaste of an entirely blissful rest that ultimately is there for us. Somebody actually put it one very nicely, Arthur Schopenhauer, in a book called Our Relation to Ourselves, which was written in 1851. And he said, sleep is the interest we pay on the capital loan known as life. Isn't that nice? You're given a loan, a capital loan, and you pay interest every night. And the more you pay, you keep up your premiums, the longer you're going to be able to keep the capital. But on the other hand, you don't spend your entire night just sleeping. You have to do other things as well. And so only a small part of the night is needed for sleep. And the rest of the calm, the peaceful hours in the dark are the opportunity for deep and meditative aloneness and study. That's the time when one is able to connect most deeply and intensely with our Kodesh Baruch Hu. And so there is a balance over here. This person is awake at night because, yes, they have to sleep, but they also have to spend a bit of time in study. We have to balance all of that in our lives. And that's why using these moments when he's neither asleep nor is he learning, and he's simply frittering away his time watching Netflix movies, which are by and large, I can tell you from deep experience, stupid. Well, some of them are, anyway. So he's lost everything. He hasn't slept and he hasn't studied Torah. So in that